I'm just curious what you two think. I know this is an education focus, it's only part of the culture war, but what do you think is our best shot at coming back together as American citizens, outside of perhaps your wonderful quote about propaganda ends with discussion, which you're having nicely tonight?
First of all, I think we need to stop encouraging people to think of themselves in separate categories based on the irrelevancies of race and gender. Again, I don't regard being female as an accomplishment. I don't regard it as particularly interesting, to be honest. And I think that colleges are spending way too much time and way too many tuition dollars pigeonholing people into separate categories based on gonads and melanin. And furthermore, as Mr. Page points out, there are problems that, what?
Call me Clarence, please.
Okay, Clarence.
Written in that Beloit spirit.
Okay. There are common problems that poverty, breakdown of the family, I think is probably the greatest problem facing America today. It's a cultural catastrophe, and being able to talk across those divides, and putting that identity politics aside, and then being able to discuss things without people hurling insults would be a big start.
Good. My father used to say to me, are you really listening as you're arguing, or are you just waiting for your turn to speak? Too many people are just waiting for their turn to speak. We need more dialogue. I think you're absolutely right about the fact that sometimes we spend too much time on identity questions, but how much is too much? I'm against excess, and a lot of people I know make that argument, why are you talking about race all the time? Because they don't want to have any talk about race or diversity. Heather, I think you don't mind having some talk about race sometimes, do you? I mean, your book has a lot about it. And I don't think this is something that is a total waste of time. I think it's something that we need.
Well, I think, frankly, America is quite ready to be post-racial. I think most students coming in to a high school, an elementary school, or college, they frankly don't give a damn about race. They just want to make friends, net a degree by doing as little studying as possible. And if the diversity bureaucracy could get its talons out of them and stop driving home these differences, I really don't think that most young people care that much about it.
Well, we bring it with us from home. We bring it with us from the communities we come from. And I know that you are not my enemy, Heather, because I know you. But I had to meet you or read your books in order to be assured of that. I just, we don't know this. And people don't know that about me either.
Because I was white, or what was it that...
I mean, this is nothing personal. When I'm standing at a corner waiting for the light to change, sometimes white people will pull up at the stoplight, look up and see me and lock their doors. It doesn't happen as often as it did when I was younger. I guess I'm not as threatening anymore. But it's something we get used to. We don't like it. We being African Americans, we don't like it, but we get used to it. And it doesn't just end easily with declarations of colorblind society, because as we know from history in this country, and we surely aren't alone, look at India and numerous other countries where the race card, the ethnic card, the religion card is played in politics. It is something that's just there, and it's going to be used, and we can't just hide our heads in the sand and say we're colorblind, but we know we're not.